Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I'm not in the picture. I just want to show you why I'm not being recording so much lately about classes and so on. It's just because I am super busy in the shop and also here too. So just a quick pick. Those are, I got computers in there, computers in here. I got boxes coming from everywhere, and I have to keep up. So it's sometimes a little hard. I want to record and share with you guys a little bit of what I'm about to do. All right, these computers are from Mini Cooper. One of my YouTube subscribers and friend too, Chris, sent these computers to me. One is a donor, and the other one is the one on the car. The customer complaint is a random misfire or misfires in some of the cylinders, and they think the computer is bad. So he reached out, and I said, just please send it over. Let me open it up and see what we find because these computers are a little tricky to work. Um, Hopefully, the problem we have is on this side. Let me just make sure. Yep, this actually is the right bit. Hopefully, the drivers for the coils are in this side, and then we can see if it's repairable. Trying to go around without knocking the camera. Mm. Let me get my glasses because this looks like it's glued too. I mean, I can definitely. Oof, yes. It doesn't smell good. Yeah, it looks like somebody was here already because this cover is bent. This has a seal on this side too as well. Take a look at that. That's my flashlight. Let's see what is grabbing it. Usually it's that pin. Mm, that might be just silicone. Let me just get some more tools to pry it open. I'm trying to get something that I can use for. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, this side is definitely ripped open. But I guess they couldn't open completely or they reseal it. Not sure. Yeah, this computer sometimes are a pain in the butt. I mean, definitely the silicone on this side is completely, even it looks like a dust. No, it's just silicone. I can feel the smell. It's like what I was saying is this seal is definitely not good in there. Yeah, this looks like it went through. Let's see what I can see on the microscope. I know you guys are not looking too much. Let me see if I find something obvious on this side. And can go from there. Mm. All right, guys, I got both computers open. Sorry I didn't record that, but it's a little hard to do both things at the same time. So the one that he has on the car is destroyed. Let me get you a close look on that so you guys can see. Hopefully, I mean, the driver is completely gone. I tried to clean up to see, but no, it is. That's why this part came off, and this is actually a thermal paste. Looked like somebody put silicone because this computer wasn't sealed correctly. So somebody opened it up and they put silicone where it's not supposed to be silicone. And it might be a paste for thermal protection and everything, but it's gone. So I opened the other one up, and I mean, it's in perfect shape as far as all the board. So again, let me show it to you. So this is a 2010 Mini Cooper. At least that computer is. The both boards looks identical. They have the same microprocessor as a tri-core Infineon. The only difference that I see is on the casing. I mean, definitely that's original, and it comes with it. Let me also show you this. Look at the burn mark from the problem that this computer had. But I want to show this is the DME number 7601759-01, which is important. And we can see that this one doesn't have that. It's a 764020401. So I'm going to try to clone the good one, sorry, the bad one on the good one. I will save both informations. I mean, he doesn't really need the other one. But what I'm going to do, I was going to use the VDM connector, but I'm missing one of the pins. So I'm going to do a direct connection into the computer. So I'm going to start with the burn one, which is this one. And I need to solder a wire. So for this one, I already kind of like rig out my own connections for power and grounds. And I have that here, which you'll see in a second. But I need to put a wire on the boot pin. Alien Tech and K-Tag there guide you through the process of what you need to do. It's pretty. I mean, it's a very good explanation and pictures of what you need to do. So it's truly like very simple. It's an expensive tool, but they give you all the information you need. So I'm going to try to solder a cable here. So I know that you guys cannot see much from the distance. I just put a little solder ball in there so I can put my jumper wire. I put an alligator one. I was gonna put the camera on the microscope, but truly it's not really much that I'm doing in here except for soldering this, which hopefully can hold. Not like that. A little too heavy for the little tab that I have in there, so I think that works. Okay, so that's the only thing that I need to solder, and they give you pins in here. Not sure if you guys can see that, so let me reposition. Yeah, you're not seeing that at all. I'm sorry for the shaking in there. So, um, they give you pinouts in here for what you need to connect. I mean, red is power, so we should probably check that out. And they're telling me to go to this pin 16 and 19, that's 12 volts. And then the pin 40 is can high, and pin 52 is can low. And then pin 3 is ground. All right, guys, doing a little homework in here. I found the connector is the actual X is the X6304 or X6000 and then the number 4. And that is exactly the connector that we're looking in here. So I just want to double check it. So they're telling me 3. Yes, it is a ground. And then let me go over to K tag. They said it's pins 16 and 19. So pin 16 is supply, terminal 30, perfect, and 19 wake up signal. So those are perfect, yeah. So they are correct on when they want me to connect in there. Let me also see pin 3, pin 40, can high, perfect, and it is can high, pin 52, can low, that's correct. So yep, everything is correct of what they want me to do in here. So turn up the iron. And I need to connect the gray wire to that, which is an alligator type. Gray, 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 right here. Let's try to protect connections in here. And that's all we need to do. So now I'm going to set up the K tag, which is pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to turn it off actually. I like to turn it off before I do the connections to it. We're going to have enough cable to work with. Make sure that nothing is touching each other. Everything looks good in here. That's it. All right, so I now can plug this back in and let me get you guys close to the computer. And this is the moment of truth. Let me actually cancel here. So I go to Mini Cooper, is an R56, and it tells me it's an N12 1.6 16 valve. So based on what I see on um, Identifix, is correct. It's N12. And to know if it's an R56 at the beginning, that's what I'm going home in here. It tells me this is an R56 and the convertible is a R57 and this is not a convertible. So it looks like we're fine. So I just click in here and then I go down to connections and in here there is a lot of different and it's like, oh, which one is? So all you got to do is like if I click on this turbo, you'll see that the connectors, they might look the same, but that's not a tri-core, not as this type, and the computer itself is different. So that's not the one. Plus, this is not a turbo. So I go over to the next one and the next one, and I find out that this is the one that I need. And also tells me if I want to use the connection using the position and frame with the operator illumination, which I have. But like I said, if I use this, the connector that I have is missing this yellow tag in here. So I already asked them to send me the missing part, and I don't want to, call, oh, I cannot do it because of that. So I just go over to direct connection, and this is, just connect the gray wire to booth and blah, 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 the rest, and that's all we need to do. We click OK, and let me see. So let me go back because I need to see on the instructions. I forgot about that. So it's the MEF 172 IROM TC 1766. So 1766 and the 1766 is this one. And that is exactly the EEPROM that this computer uses. So let's read external exception. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. I disconnected it. So I need to cancel this. So whenever that you see that error, just kill KTAG and restart, because since I disconnect the cable with KTAG on, it creates, or on the screen, it doesn't know what is now, so it has to be restart. Believe me, I have done this many, many times, so I'm just giving you guys, these are good tips. This is a great tool. Get the original one, master. If you are doing this, it's expensive, but it's good. So make sure we're still in the same, and that's the one I need. We already know the connections, and it's TC1766. And now let's read. Hopefully everything is good, because I don't know how that computer is. I mean, oh, it's reading the microprocessor. Looks like it's working. This is awesome. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna save this information. I mean, truly, we don't really need it because I not even know, or I don't think the customer knows which car was this on, so, but it's good to have for me as a backup in there, that's a 2006 computer, I think. So I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but we will know pretty soon. Long days of work, and I do this after, my regular work at the shop. At least it's in my office, and I'm getting a lot of um, good response from people sending me computers, and so I like that, and that's what I also like to share information like this. So let's hope that it reads all completely. Let me stop the video here, guys. This is just going to take some time, and then I get you guys back when everything is done on this one. All right, guys, this is pretty much done on this first one. I'm gonna move you a little bit. I'm sorry. It's gonna be off camera for just a second. It looks like a read the EEPROM also 100%. Now it's gonna open a menu to tell me where I want to save this file. Perfect. So let me go to Documents and then to the file. And I'm going to create a new folder, which is going to be name maps and EEPROM 2010 Mini N12 R56. Perfect. And then inside I have to name it too. That's the folder name. I'm just going to put maps and EEPROM. I do want to save it separate. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to exit here, shut the program off. I'm going to unplug it from the power, and that's when I unplug the power from the KTAG. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other computer, which, it doesn't really worth the time for you guys to see that. And then I'm going to transfer the information, which I'll show you if it goes successfully. All right, now I'm reading the file information there is on that donor computer. And I selected the same T166 or whatever, TC1766, and it's working. It didn't complain. Usually when it's something different, it will complain. Just want to show you that this is the burn computer. So you can see this is damaged and it's reading everything good. So hopefully I will be able to do this for them. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, now I have the file in there. Now I am writing the information from the 2010 to the 2005, and that is actually going super fast. I now pass the maps, and I will do, yeah, the writing on that part was successful. So let's now select the EEPROM. Make sure we got the correct, yes. I'm gonna let the video record this section. I didn't thought it was gonna be that quick. If this is all good, then it's done. I can call him and seal the computer back on. I did replace a couple of the tantalum capacitors that didn't like the way they look before I put my hardware on it because I don't want to risk a K-tag or anything. And make sure you know it's going back into good condition. I gotta clean the seal and reseal. I will put some of that thermal paste. I have the thermal paste in here. This is the one that I use. It's just a thermal compound that will do the same thing. It dries up and it looks like silicone, but it's not silicone. So, and it gets tacky. So, but it's not silicone. So please don't put silicone in there. They use silicone outside just to seal the computer, but not on the ground pads. Usually, what that does is it's a heat transfer. So it's just about, because that's where all the capacitors, well, not the capacitors, sorry, the IGBTs are, or in MOSFETs. It can be either one, but those obviously they're going to get hot. So they need to transfer that to the case. So that's why the case has those fins kind of shape, and that's what they're for. So please don't put silicone in there. So it looks like this one is taking a little longer. So let me stop the video and I'll be right back as soon as this is done. All right, guys, completely success. So this is a done deal. There was no problems at all. As you can see, it says write completed and successful. So this is it. I'm going to seal the computer back up and send it back to him. And this is what you need to do when you have a computer that is burned. Just send it over to me. If I can fix it, I will fix it. If not, you can find, or we can find a donor computer, and then we can transfer the information. Try always to match the numbers as much as possible. And please call me before you spend any money to make sure that I can do it. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Hope you like the videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Good night.